reported more than 126,000 coronavirus deaths, the highest toll in Europe. The University of Southern California has agreed to pay $852 million in the latest settlement.
Bom dia, minha rapazinha. Amo vocês todas.
Sexual abuse. When combined with an earlier settlement of a separate class action suit,
valeu, filhão, Cassinho.
More than $1 billion for hundreds of claims against Dr. George Tyndall, who worked at the school for nearly 3 decades. 74-year-old Tyndall, faces criminal charges over alleged sexual misconduct. He has pleaded not guilty. And Jessica Walters, the veteran actor who played comically self-involved matriarch
dia 5,
and Archer,
dia 5 eu vou lançar a nova, dia 5,
for her Arrested Development role in
dia
2005,
5, vou lançar a
nova.
nova.
For parts in TV series, including Trapper John M.D. and The Streets of San Francisco.
Valeu, Axi.
She was 80
Bom
years
dia,
old.
trem.
Those are just some of the headlines this morning, but if you're looking for more breaking
Fala, meu Bebel de Salvador.
you can also stick with us for another hour.
Como é que tá, mano? Minha cidade, Salvador, mano. Saudade, bebê. Vou brotar em breve de novo. Valeu, valeu, Caetano. Bom dia, moleque. Te amo, moleque. Facinho.
March the 26th. How about that, Rachel?
Your Irish is showing.
I've really got it this morning. You know, Friday I was a little more excited. Welcome back into the show. I'm Rob Finnerty.
It's Finnerty for a reason, folks. I'm Rachel Roller. Happy Friday. Here's some of those stories we are following for you this morning. President Biden finally has his first news conference.
Alô, Breninho.
It went as expected.
E aí, Breninho? Brota, Breninho.
Plus, the president pushing back on his
Hoje
immigration
tem,
policies, calling for the removal of children and teens
Como
in
é que é?
facilities along the southern border. And also this.
5 days.
Refusal to believe that somebody who's a Democrat can do something bad is patently absurd. It shows you just how much the media, the mainstream media, is in lockstep with Democrats. And I am neither a Democrat nor a Republican. I'm politically against and both, really, I suppose. But I would rather someone own
Valeu,
instead
rapaziadinha
of
de
pretend they're
Portugal.
sheep. I mean, they're wolves in sheep's clothing, the Democrats.
That was activist and author Rose McGowan. We talked about a lot, Rob, but right there we were talking about allegations against Joe Biden. We also talked about allegations against Governor Cuomo. And we also talked about the fact that Rose said, you know, people forget.
Fala da tatu na boca, rapaziada. Isso aqui é o sangue.
Especially the Andrew Cuomo situation, just because
Quer dizer que
she
eu
was on the
bebi
ground
sangue.
floor of the Harvey Weinstein situation a few years ago. And she's in Mexico now, by the way, right?
She is. She's now a full-time resident of Mexico.
Show,
Talked about why she
Bebel.
left. And also that meeting that's happening today for women
também,
empowerment between Vice President Harris and Bill Clinton. She questions why Harris chose Bill Clinton.
Ela tem uma
Harvey Weinstein wasn't available, right? That'd be like Bill Cosby hosting The Bachelor. Yeah, it's laughable. Rachel, looking forward to that. Thank you. Former Missouri Republican Governor Eric Greitens announcing he is running for the Senate in 2022.
Marca o Breninho aí,
Back in
tropa, pra ele
2018,
cortar meu
Greitens
cabelo.
resigned amid sexual misconduct and campaign finance
Amanhã tem
allegations.
clipe.
Former Governor Eric Greitens is joining us now on Wake Up. Governor, good morning. Nice to have you on the show.
Hey, Rob, thanks so much for having me. Great to be on with you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Eric, I was in
Kansas City
back in 2015. I covered your... Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right.
Tô na gringa não, tropa. Tô na gringa não, porque a televisão que eu vejo aqui em casa é dos Estados Unidos. Tá ligado, tropa? A TV que eu vejo aqui é dos Estados Unidos. Mas tô na gringa não.
Walk us through what happened.
Yeah, Rob, well, as you know, when I came into office, I came in as a Navy SEAL, as a conservative, as an outsider, and we took on the establishment. We defeated a politician's pay raise. We ended a corrupt tax credit program. And when Antifa came to Missouri in 2017, we stood side by side with our police officers and we defeated Antifa. And as you know, Rob, and everybody who's followed the story in Missouri knows, we were then attacked by a George Soros-funded prosecutor, came after me with leftist lies. Her lead investigator who attacked me has now been charged with 7 felonies for perjury and evidence tampering for manufacturing a false case against me. And as the people of Missouri know, we're also completely exonerated by the longest investigation in the history of the Missouri Ethics Commission. And at the end of those 20 months, they said that they found no evidence
Qual essa música que tu mais gosta? Pô, tropa, não tem uma que eu mais gosto mesmo. Cada hora tô gostando mais de uma.
$20,000 cash bribe to people who lied. So look, I know, Rob, as a boxer, you can lose a round, but you can win the fight. As a Navy SEAL, I know you can lose a battle but win the war. And we're in this to defend the President's America First policies and to protect
Fala, filhota.
from these
Te amo, filha.
that we're seeing from Biden, Pelosi, and Schumer that you and Rachel and others have been covering.
And you went to Oxford too, so you're certainly not a dummy, sir, either. But it's unfortunate sometimes when a sex scandal is always going to make headlines when it comes to an elected official, but they rarely print the correction months and months later. So you just said you were exonerated after a 20-month investigation. I think it was by the Missouri Ethics Commission. But there were serious accusations of sexual misconduct and blackmail after you allegedly had an affair with a hairdresser.
Os caras tá falando. Valeu 7K, te amo, moleque. Tá da hora, tá legal, tá gostoso, tá legal. É nóis, moleque, te amo.
By the propaganda press. But the good news is that eventually that big wave of lies crashes.
Tá com saudade de fazer a livezinha.
People of Missouri now know the facts. And now that the truth is out, I feel
Falar com meus fãs. Ele cantar no Pará algum dia, vou sim, tropa. Eu vou em todo lugar, mas tem que esperar aí como acabar essa pandemia aí. Se ligou, tropa? Valeu, minha rapaziada do Pará. Tamo juntão.
I saw that.
It reminds me when I was governor, when we were sued by the Satanic Temple for having a pro-life special session. These are the enemies who are coming after us now.
No, it was despicable. I did see that. My question, especially with what's going on right now, if you were innocent when this was all happening, dig your heels in, like Andrew Cuomo is now, or like Ralph Northam did in Virginia, and wait for the investigation to be over. It would take 20 months, but if you did, you might still be governor right now.
Qual MC de funk que deu ele? MC Rodson, MC Rodson, MC Juninho da 10. Valeu, tropa. MC Kevin. Valeu, tropa.
Serious effect on the people who you love the most who are around you. And again, it was a tough decision, but it was the right decision. And I'm grateful because, look, these flaming arrows of leftist lies will come at you, but eventually, as we've seen with the Trump-Russia collusion hoax, as we saw with the second drive-by impeachment of the president, eventually the facts come out. And when they do, we know that there is sturdy ground for us to stand on.
So Missouri Senator Josh Hawley will become the senior senator in the state of Missouri, the Show Me State. He's a rising star. A lot of people say that he could be a candidate in 2024. He stuck up for you and backed you up in 2018 when you resigned as governor. Have you had any conversations with the senator about your campaign?
William Lopes, eu não acho. Eu não acho. Tá ligado? Eu não acho.
Willing to stand shoulder to shoulder with me and take it to the left, be willing to fight against the establishment for the people of Missouri. I'm ready to join forces with. I think that the country is at stake, and it's time for us to make sure that any petty political differences are put aside.
Ai, tropa, vou divulgar um sorteio que eu vou fazer aí. Vai deixar vocês fortes aí, ó.
This republic, and I'm ready stand shoulder to shoulder with anybody who's willing to join us in that fight.
I appreciate your time.
Fala, filhote.
See you again. I enjoy covering you back.
Tá no clipe sábado.
We wish you the best of luck. Do me a favor, come back and see us and keep us posted on the campaign.
We'll do it.
All right, take care. We got a lot more to come on Wake Up America this morning. Our panel is coming up next. You're watching Wake Up America only on Newsmax.
Valeu, menorzinho, goiabinha do parque. É nóis, filhotão.
If you struggle to lose weight, you might think you were born with a
Pô,
slow
Richard,
metabolism.
um dia você vai saber tudo que aconteceu aí.
Once you have insulin
Deus sabe de tudo,
fat
então.
becomes trapped inside your body and it becomes very difficult to lose weight, even if you crash diet. But now there's a solution to insulin resistance. It's a completely new way to lose weight called GOLO. GOLO works to reverse the effect of insulin resistance, increase metabolic efficiency, and target stubborn belly fat. Join over 500,000 people who have found a smarter way to lose weight and get healthy without starvation dieting. Golo allows you to step off the no-meat dieting merry-go-round and
series of mountain ranges. Some of them are what we call sky islands, where they're surrounded by valleys and flatlands, and then you've got peaks that sometimes are 8,000 feet or more. They also raise a series
Moleque, retardado, idiota. Para de ser doente, moleque. Para de acreditar nessas coisas aí, ô Matheus Araújo. Que você vê, mano. Para de ser doente, mano. Para de ser retardado, para de ser idiota, mano. Para de ser otário, mano. Por isso que você é otário, mano. Tá ligado? Que você acredita nessas coisas, cara. Para de ser idiota, mano. Pô. Por que meus fãs é inteligente e meu hater é burro, idiota? Não sei porquê, mano. Meus fãs é tudo inteligente, bonito. Agora meu hater é feio, idiota, burro, tilt. Valeu, tropa da NH. Vamos então.
Hi folks, Joe Namath here, and if you're on Medicare, this is important.
$608-9900 now.
Welcome back into Wake Up America. I'm Rob Finnerty. I want to welcome back our Powerhouse panel this morning. We start with our White House correspondent Emerald Robinson down in Washington, political analyst Mark Halpern, and former Trump campaign aide Rick Gates. Stacey Washington from Stacey on the right, also with us this morning. Mark, you're laughing. I'll let the viewers in on a little secret. I just checked my phone, Emerald, probably 30 seconds ago, and this was a direct text message from the one and only Mark Halpern. He says, before the break ends, please figure out if we are all-star or Powerhouse. Panel, we've been at this for 4 months. I truly don't care what we call you.
Você quer ver treta, então como?
And that's what I'll call you. Mark, we'll start with
Vai chamar alguém de filha da puta na rua, vai mandar alguém tomar no cu, vai xingar a mãe de alguém, aí tu vai ver treta. Chega na frente de um polícia, xinga ele, para a boca de fumo, xinga os amigos. Vai, pega um cara fortão aí na rua, xinga ele. Quer treta? Pega um cara fortão aí saindo aí, ou um maluco aí que nem nós aí, ó. Xinga ele na rua aí, tu vai ver treta, mano. Vai, taca ovo na viatura da polícia. Vai fazer isso aí, tu vai ver treta. Eu tô mudando. Eu tô mudando. Eu tô mudando, eu tô tranquilão. Tô mudando, mas também não tô peidando. Entendeu?
Yeah, when I'm talking to the TV camera, I'm not going to wear a mask, and all of us have been immunized.
Depois eu sou um maluco, sou um problemático, um porra louca, isso, aquilo.
The whole point of the vaccine,
Me deixa, mano.
is what we're following.
Me deixa tranquilo.
And I saw this. There was so much more going on yesterday, but
Tô voltando lá pra minha casa.
Crisis at our southern border, and some activist journalist says, can you please
Fazendo minha música.
at least as far as the senators have been
Me deixa tranquilo.
Rick Gates, we've seen so much.
Quiser caô vai ter, sabe como que é, mas me deixa tranquilo.
The whole point of getting the vaccine is so at some point soon we can take the mask off for good.
Yeah, I thought his best line in Cruz's statement was, hey, I'm following CDC guidelines, because that's, what everybody's been told to do. And so when you look at just the whole
Deus, vou torcer pro PSG, Deus.
Don't wear masks. Wear 2 masks. Now we, have nose masks. In one of the clips you showed earlier. And I just think there's this
Ainda, meu
now
filhote.
with the vaccine and the vaccine success rate.
Sabe da onde nós veio, né, filhote? Você sabe da onde nós saímos, né,
We
filhote?
haven't seen, a lot of new information come out in terms of how that's going to be done. And I think it's very important that the American people know, because throughout this entire process, scientists have really confused, provided a lot of disinformation. And I think moving forward, particularly after the vaccine, people need to know what they can and can't do, because that's going to, impact future versions of the virus and how many people are affected by it.
Yeah, Emerald, we have those nose masks, by the way. We can show you some of that video right now, but this is...
Não, mano, não é que eu batia de frente com geral, agora eu peido, mano. É porque, tipo assim, tropa, esse meu jeito aí é foda, mano. Tá ligado? Nós tem que reconhecer esse meu jeito aí é foda, mano. Nós tem que ficar mais tranquilo, tá ligado? Não, é foda, nós temos um problema, sabe como é que é, mano. Sabe da onde que nós veio, sabe como que é o nosso jeito. Mas nós tem que mudar, tropa. A vida é mais que isso aí, entendeu? Eu não tô peidando não, tropa. Eu tô mudando, mas não tô peidando.
Country, and if you feel like you don't need to wear a mask, then that should be your choice.
Rei do Mercado Livre, deve ser teu pai, né, que tá fazendo isso.
Their own say what goes, but I think that it has become just so political.
Hello?
Let me, sorry, my producer is calling.
By the way, Chris is always calling during my show, our show.
O que você tá assistindo? É porque, tropa, a TV que eu vejo aqui é lá de fora, tropa. TV é lá de fora, entendeu, tropa? Não é daqui não. É o jornal lá de fora.
I did not. I'm sorry. I was on the radio show talking about Rachel Levine, though. I record, so I'll play it back.
Well, even better. We'll talk about it right now. Mark and Stacey Levine. She's an assistant health person in the. What's her exact title, Emerald?
She's assistant secretary.
Assistant Secretary of Health. That's what they do it, right? So, but it's a minor post. The vote was split in the Senate right around party lines.
Não adianta ficar comentando em fake não, hein, seu arrombado. Meno T tá de volta, hein. Vai ter que segurar, hein. Vai ter que segurar o forte porradeiro do Real Trap agora de volta, hein. Vai ter que segurar, hein. Forte porradeiro.
And people wonder why the vote was so close. It was so close because while she was health secretary in Pennsylvania, she ordered COVID recovering positive patients back in the
Entende nada, não entendo muito mesmo não, tropa. Só algumas coisas. Mas por isso que eu fico vendo, daqui a pouco eu vou entender.
So again, the identity of the administration of identity politics here, Mark. I'll let you pick it up from there.
Tô aprendendo.
She does not have a sterling record as a health professional.
Look, I think there's going to be some great history books written. Maybe you and I will write one of them about.
Eu fico vendo aqui, ó. Ah, daqui a pouco eu tô falando inglês.
And for all the glorification of Gavin Newsom and of Andrew Cuomo.
Não fica puto não quando me vê falando inglês. Me vê vagabundo tralha falando inglês.
Stacey, your thoughts on the Rachel Levine situation?
I mean, it's just another example of people who should never be
Você namora, Meno T, não?
at all, coming from a local position or a state position and gaining access to the
também com namorar também.
touches all of us. And so I'm going to have a number of issues with
Podia também com namorar, começar a namorar.
let alone healthcare, but her actions preclude her from this position. But the Democrats are ruling with the iron fist right now. They're ramming through their candidates, they're bringing forward their issues and talking about things in a way that are kind of fait accompli. It's over already. We're done. Even the comment from Joe Biden yesterday, the president said, will there even be a GOP in 2024? What? Yeah. Where are we going? With 74 million of us, where are we going? And all of our kids, and all of our dogs, Rob. Where are all of our dogs going? Where are all of us going?
Valeu, tropa do Hamas. Tamo junto.
What bothers me with the Rachel Levine thing is such a hot topic, and it shouldn't be. She's transgender. This close vote in the Senate, 52